Hey, it's Garrett, Do It Right Roofing. So what I want to show you is that there's a bunch of tiles along this valley on the backside. It's not where the leak is, but that are like broken and cracked. You can see how it like concaves throughout the whole thing there. So I feel like this whole valley needs to be taken up and redone. Um, and then the roof needs a cleaning. There's a lot of moss and algae growth on it. I'm trying to be careful because it's pretty slick and it's wet up here. Same thing on this backside. This valley isn't as bad, but I'm sure there's a few tiles to reset on it. And then I see about a half a dozen tiles along that valley that need some work on it. And then down slowly to the valley in question. This valley needs some tiles detached and reset. It's okay up here, just a little bit dirty, but in decent condition. For waterproofing, like pretty much we can just clean the whole roof. There's a ridge tile that needs to be replaced there, and another one down there. We can clean the whole roof and then replace about 30 or so tiles. There's a broken tile there, another one over there. And then in the middle of this valley, what I would do is I would take up the tiles on both sides of these two valleys that intersect down here and do an ice and water membrane to waterproof the whole thing, and then reset the tiles, replacing about a half a dozen in that area. And then the valley down below on the bottom is where the majority of the actual damage is showing through. And that one, I'm going really slow because it's quite slick up here, so bear with me. If it was summertime, I could just probably walk across it because the cement tiles are kind of grippy and stuff, but I don't want to like lose my balance and go sliding. So obviously this bunches up right here. We have this conversion of 3 different valleys that converge on this one space right here. And so this area needs to be completely waterproofed, and then the valley metal put that down. And then as you can see, there's a bunch of tiles to replace. And then the actual damage is down in this area down here. And there's a piece of plywood on that side, and on that side it need to be replaced. I took a picture of the color, but if you guys have the color somewhere, and I'll ask your granddaughter if they have a paint for that. So it needs a new two new pieces of plywood, a full waterproofing, and then the tiles in this whole area reset, along with replacing a bunch. I'll have to count. I took a bunch of pictures, but I keep seeing more broken tiles. So there might be like 40 broken tiles on this, and then one hip tile, and then one or 2 ridge tiles up there. So we'll get a handful of those, and then if we have any extras when we're done with the repair, there's another broken tile over there, we can just save them, like set them aside, because tile roofs need maintenance, and it'd be nice if you had a couple in case when you have the roof cleaned again sometime, if one is found, that it can be replaced if we have them. So they won't match 100%, because fading and coloring can be a little different, but we can get the tiles. So they'll be the same tile, but the coloring might be slightly off. So anyways.